Hello and welcome. Now we are going to start my favorite part of your learning. We are going to set up lab environment for our VIP load balancers. So let's start. Before I am going to start lab, I want you to understand that we are going to set up same environment here. We will set up web application and database application. Another point that you need to understand over here is we are going to use same Docker Swarm cluster that we have used in the previous class. So I have AWS environment, I have one manager and worker node, and everything is as it is. So if I am going to give docker node ls command, you will find out that I have manager node and then two worker node. So I'm going to use same environment. Okay. Now we are going to start with the step number 1, create overlay network. Right now in this particular lab, we have front end and back end. Now front end is going to communicate with back end. So they need to communicate, even though if your task is in another Docker host, they need to communicate with each other. So in order to enable communication between them, we need to set up overlay network first. Right now, we have no overlay network. If I'm going to give command docker network ls, okay, we don't have any overlay network. So I'm going to create overlay network with the name my overlay network. Here we have to use this because here we have two front-end and back-end services are working together, so communication is required. Keep this in mind for first lab, we don't have this. Now, we are going to deploy two services here. The first service we have is DB service. Here, we are going to use same Docker. We are going to use my GitLab repo that we used for the last lab as well. Here, I have lab sample, ls sample app folder. When you downloaded this, when you clone this repo, I already informed you that we have all the application here that we are going to use for all the load balancer practical. So that's why we have MySQL and web folder as well that we are going to use this. If you have deleted your environment and if you don't have this, no need to worry. You can go to this Swarm routing mesh mind map. Then you can go to the lab setup environment, step number 2. Clone the source code. So by executing this, just clone your source code and you will get same environment as my environment. Okay. So yeah, we have our lab sample app folder ready. So I'm going to use this. Now step 1, create a custom image on a manager. So here we are going to create custom image for our database. Okay, so we have to go to the MySQL directory. Let me go to this. Okay, here we have to go to this. Yes. And here you will get two files, Docker files and init SQL. Let me give ls command. Yes, Docker file and init SQL is there. Okay, so our files are ready and we just need to build image from this particular file. So here it is docker build -t mysql -app. So it is going to create a image named mysql -app. If I'm going to give command docker images here, we have these two images that we have used for the previous lab. Here we are going to build whole new application for my database server. So yeah, it is creating this. If you are getting any error, this kind of error, don't need to worry about this, just ignore. And now if I am giving command docker images, I got this MySQL app. Now we have our image ready. So that's all. We want this image on our worker nodes as well. So verify image, docker images, and we have image on a one node only. We have to share this with all the nodes. So if I am going to the worker node and if I am giving command docker images, here I am getting this particular image that we have used for the previous class. So I don't have this image. We want MySQL app over here in the worker node, right? And now you guys are aware that how we can share the image. So what we are doing in the step 2, we are going to share image with all the Docker hosts. Now, you know what we are using over here. You guys are already aware. So I'm just going to open this. I just added all this step for your reference so you guys can read and copy and paste here. I'm going to do this directly from the manager node. So here I am in the manager node. First of all, to share this image, I'm going to use Docker Hub. So you have to log into your Docker Hub. I'm already logged into my Docker Hub, and here I have one repository. In this repository, it is a private repository and I have only one app, which is Folks app. So first of all, I have to push this image, and to push this image, I'm going to use this repository name. This repository name is the most important part, because when you will push this, you have to use this particular tag. So what I'm doing, I'm in the manager node. First of all, I'm going to give command docker images. I have this MySQL app image that I want to upload. So what I'm doing, docker tag, which image? MySQL-app. Now I have to tag with the repository name, and then I'm going to use MySQL as a tag over here. Okay. So it will tag this. If I'm giving command docker images again, here I got my CloudFolks demo MySQL. Now I have to push this. So first command is to use docker login, because I already logged in last time, so it is just giving me a message login succeed. If you are not able to log in, you can go to the GitLab, then you can go, Docker Hub, then go to the account setting. From here, you will get your email. You have to add email as a username, and then you can reset password, or whatever the password you have, you can use this. Okay. So yeah. Let me go back to the Docker Hub repo or registry. It is a private registry, so login is required. Now, docker push, and then we have to copy which application you want to push, which image you want to push. So this is the image I have. Okay, I'm going to push this. Now it will take some time. Meanwhile, what I'm doing, I'm going to the worker node. Here I'm going to write docker login. Here I have to use pull, because we want to pull this image, right? So pull, then I'm going to copy this from here. I'm doing this copy pasting, not I'm lazy, because not I'm lazy, I'm just going to use this using this way, because there is a less chance of error. Now image is already done. I'm getting this layer already exists. No need to worry about this. You will not get this, because for testing I already uploaded. So here it is MySQL, and it is good. We just need to pull them. So let's go to the worker node and let's pull this image. So now it is pulling. So these are the steps, and as you know that we have to give docker images command, and you must have image in all the swarm nodes. So we need to test this. Okay, still it is pulling. So wait a minute. Then here, let's go to the docker images, and here I got this MySQL, and here I will get it, right? So let's use docker images command. What is happening? Yeah, so here we got this MySQL. So everything is good. We have image, and now we are almost ready to deploy our application. Now one thing that I want to tell you guys, that you may have question that you have two application or services. One we have database, and the another one we have is actually web service. So how you decided that we are going to start with the DB?
Sorry guys, sorry to disturb you. I know you all are enjoying the session and suddenly it stopped. But if you want full video, or if you want full Docker course having 130 plus videos including projects, you can become our community member. Enrollment link is in description. Moreover, we also provide 24/7 support, weekly lifetime live session with Power Shatara, updates and completion certification as well. Still you have any queries regarding it, you can contact me on my personal number. Thank you.